Hey, everybody, welcome back to Our Healer, Our Protector with Ryan Reichert and Lisa.
Sander, hello everyone.
So I think we're going to recap. So let's see, it's Tuesday. So Sunday, we were leaving Arizona. And yeah, it was an interesting day. We had made a huge breakfast. We're going to do some fun stuff, go to the aquarium, the butterfly atrium, all these different things. And so, with all our leftover food that we had from the trip, we decided to make up some, I don't know, lunches, sandwiches. I don't know what else would we call it,
We had
Lisa?
a we made two separate bags. We had a sandwich, some of our leftover drinks, a banana. We snuck or put in some protein bars and even some chips because we had some chips. So whatever we had left in the house, we put into each of these bags because we knew that on the way to the airport, unfortunately, we would find homeless people. So this time we're like, we are not wasting any food and we are going to give it away. So that was amazing. We had Ryan's daughter with and his boyfriend. There's a little bit of fear there when you are showing kids what you're doing. We found a man and a woman, an older couple. I don't know if they were a couple or what they were. They were together. They had a couple carts and tarp over them. And I said, Ryan, I think those are the two that I want to give it to. So you did a Yui and we turned around. And your youngest, it was kind of funny. She's like, "Well, it was nice knowing you, Lisa. It was glad to meet you." She was in a little bit of fear of us dropping the food off. But we just rolled down the window, and I can't even tell you what it did to our hearts. The guy had a big smile on his face, and he didn't have a lot of teeth, and his clothes were grubby, and she was on the ground. But they were the first thing he said to us was, "God bless you." And we just said back to you, "Jesus loves you." And I hope this helps. And I can't tell you like how fulfilling it was instead of like being at our place and like throwing all this good food away to be able to give it away. It just makes you realize like how blessed we are. And then we had some other drinks left over, so we just came up at a bus stop and I'm like, would anybody like some waters and drinks? And a couple people came over and we gave our stuff away. Then what happened? God always has a
Yes,
plan for us.
he does. He always has a plan. No, so I mean, yeah, just paying it forward, certainly special. But yeah, so on our way, obviously, I didn't check my phone. I had received a bunch of text messages. So when we stopped to turn the rental car in, I had probably like 10 messages, text messages from us while we were traveling, and our flight was delayed. And it's really interesting because in the control moment that you want to have, like you want to fix everything right there and then. We were turning the car in, so it was one like, do you keep the car? What do we do? Do we go sit at the airport for 6 or 7 hours? Do we try to get a flight the next day on Monday? So all these things that are going through my head, and it's warm. It was nice weather, probably 85. So it's like the bus
It
that
was
was
a little
coming
hot.
coming to pick us up and so forth. So, in that moment, we got everything taken care of, but we might have been a little flustered. And so the plan was to get a hotel and then from there get an Uber to pick us up to go to the hotel. And we'd fly out the following day if we could get a flight. For some reason, the airline app wasn't working. And, if you'd call, you're going to be on hold for whatever amount of time, 30 minutes or longer. So we just decided that we'd at least head to the hotel and we'd figure it out from there. And so they dropped us off, at the parking
The
area that we were
gate.
at. Yeah, the gate. That's right, the gate. And so we ended up waiting for our Uber, and the Uber showed up, and we were getting ready to get our bags, and
Eh,
somebody was missing something.
I for, I don't hardly ever carry a purse anymore. And I I'm like, you guys, where is my purse? I do not see my purse. So we went to the lady at the gate in her little the box where you pay in and out, the pay box or whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I I think I left my purse in the bus with the bus driver, the shuttle bus. And she's like, well, I can look back and see if it's down there. So Ryan, the Uber guy comes. We had to cancel him. Ryan's like, I'll go back to the car and see if it's there. And me and your daughter were standing and looking at the videos. And then she goes, do you know what the bus driver looks like? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know he has glasses. So she shows us all the pictures of the people working today. I'm like, see him. And she let him know. And she's looking in the videos. And then I'm like, I told his daughter, I'm like, please, Lord, bless us today. We did good deeds. I go, this is all going to work out. My purse is going to come back. We've given to others. So we're going to get back my purse. And lo and behold, I called Ryan and because our driver came back and we went to the bus, we went running and he had my purse. So all I have to say is thank you, God. And Ryan came back and we were just so blessed. And we were all calm. Ryan, you were calm, trying to figure out our flights, telling the Uber guy that we didn't need him and going back to my purse. And I was like, just kind of pacing a little bit and like, oh, please. I just kept on saying, please, please, we did good today. Please be good back to us. And I was so grateful because it all worked out. And then we had to get another Uber and we went back to the hotel and it didn't work out for us to get a flight back the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. You try to think of like, are you in control or not in control? I think is probably where I would go with all this. And yeah, so I had put in the callback number and finally got a call back because the app wasn't working to change your flights. And the guy was like, well, you need to figure it out. There's only 4 seats left. Now there's 3 seats left. So it didn't matter. So I guess on our way to the hotel, I'm like, well, we're gonna have to just, try to flight tonight, the late flight, and hope that it doesn't, get canceled or whatever, kind of thing. And to me, as I reflect on it now, it's all about our faith in knowing that everything's going to work out exactly how it's supposed to work out. I mean, that's the real one to me that I would like to kind of stomp your foot on is like, if you think you're in control, like you're not in control. You can certainly try, but like I said, this flight app not working, calling, sitting on hold, and then when the guy finally gives you the call, it's like, nope, it's not going to happen. And to me, the whole time I'm thinking to myself, well, it's great. We can stay at the hotel till X and we don't have to be at the airport. So I'm super grateful for everything of how it worked out. We had dinner there and that was great. And when we finally did get back to the airport, everything worked out fine. But like while you're sitting there waiting, the plane wasn't there yet. And, you could tell the people that were probably there all day long, a little restless, a
Mhm.
little irritated. And for us, yeah, we just made the most of it. But through all that, the entire time for me reflecting was like, I'm not in control. Like I tried to be in control and it just showed me every which way I wasn't in control, but just the gratitude that I had, that the ability to, stay in a hotel versus staying at the airport all day long. We were able to eat at the hotel,
Hotel.
yeah, hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. And so there was just so much reflection and then to do it. And I think for Annabelle, it was probably seeing me going like, when's dad gonna lose it? And because I know before the last time we probably went on a trip like 2 years ago together, I'm sure I had a moment of throwing a temper tantrum and losing it a little bit. And I think this time around was twofold to show that one, we're not in control. So therefore, just have a little bit of faith, have a whole lot of hope, and show all that love you can. But the other one is like, how are you going to react to it? Like, are you going to be the one that isn't kind anymore? I mean, I think about that the whole day. Like, we could have just thrown our leftovers away, just throwing them in the trash, and not helping someone out there. We all could have panicked when your purse was left
First.
and started. Like the first Uber guy, I could have had a meltdown or something. You know what I mean? There was just, those are the things I guess that I look at. It's like as we heal in this journey together, all of us here listening or watching, how are we better today than we were yesterday? Like, are we 1% better because of how we treat other people, how we treat ourselves? All those different things. I guess that grace and the mercy that the Lord gives us, we give to others.
I was so proud of you, Ryan. In my previous life, I would have had a lot of anxiety and panic, and you brought calm to me also. Us as parents and being um, someone to look up to and be leaders to like not um have all that angst, anxiety or anger or scared. Like we stayed calm and the kids were totally fine and they were very supportive and we all just I was so proud of all of us. And to go with the flow because that's what life is about. We always have to pivot and being able to pivot like that. And once the leader, like all of us leading, shows calm, it brings calm to the whole group. And it also shows that everything works out.
Yeah, it worked out fine. I mean, we left, we got home at 4 o'clock in the morning. So it was just the afternoon flight turned into a red eye. No big deal.
Yeah.
And it it's I think the other side of it to look at is, when I look at for me personally, yesterday my calendar was like kind of wide open and I was thought that was odd knowing that coming back from the trip and everything. And it's just the understanding that there's going to be some stuff that happens that's going to adjust the schedule a little bit. And so,
Like
but
sleeping.
yeah, yeah, like catching up
Getting
on
home
some
at
sleep.
4:30 in the morning. I think I slept till 11 the next day. So it was
Yeah.
good. I want to read something from John 3. If anyone has material possessions and sees a brother or sister in need, but has no pity on them, how can the love of God be in that person? I love this verse because when they talk about brothers and sisters, it's not our family members, brothers and sisters, it's our brothers and sisters out in the world. So, Ryan, you've taught me not to be in fear, afraid of the homeless. Not that I was in fear or afraid, but they're people too, and just sharing when you can and give them a light of hope, even if it's just for one day. If we can do something, it feels really good. So I want to say thank you for that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I guess I look at it and understand that we could be right there too. We don't
We,
know. We don't know what could ever happen to put us in that situation or what put them in their situation. And so just always knowing that if I was in their situation, I'd want somebody to be there to help me too. And that
right,
today is just so important just because like just because we have more doesn't mean that you can't give more. You should be given more. And so that's how I look at it. And knowing that, yeah, whatever times that they're either going through or have gone through were probably worse than something that I've ever went through. So yeah.
And I keep seeing more miracles, the more that we do and that we're open and tuned to it, and the more you give out. And when people kind of went towards something else, but like we're just going to keep doing that, and God will protect us. So I keep seeing it over and over again, and our prayers keep on getting answered. It was, I don't know if we talked about on one of our podcasts, but oh yeah, we did. The turtle that we found this weekend.
Yeah, we might have, but I'm going to bring it
I
up
think
and then it'll come back
yeah,
up again.
yeah. Finding a turtle on the mountain. Yeah, I think we did talk about this one other time, but the turtle was all alone and I can't believe he was like up on the mountain and he could make it up and down on that thing and where he goes. Some of our progress is slow and some of it might be slow for you out there, but it all comes with timing. It's okay if things go slow. We're still so grateful that Ryan's youngest got to go on a trip with us and got to spend time. And it's been a long time coming. And we're so grateful and blessed because when you think about things that you want right away and it doesn't come, but if you wait patiently, all the things that you dreamed of, you can have it for the long haul, not for the short term. And because what if you would have gotten it right away and there was anger and hurt and it made it last even longer or maybe not get a second chance? So, very blessed and I thank God for that. Some prayers have been answered. So,
Yeah, no, I think when you talk about that, like in timing, right? Like to understand over the last 2 years, yeah, what has looked like, what it does look like, and then knowing now that, that second chance you have to like hold something in such a way that you don't have the same old triggers, or if you do have a trigger, like what to do in the situation this time around, and it's like keep your mouth shut, and just go like, yeah, I could see how that. I could look at it this way now, or I could see someone saying this or observing, this a certain way because of where they're at in their life. And yeah, how we react. I mean, that's the whole side of it is like, we don't need to react. There's no need to throw a temper tantrum anymore. I'm not 2 years old when things don't go my way, and that just
and
shows that I'm not in control.
yeah, and when if one person gets anxious or angry, it tightens up everyone around you. And just like rubbing each other on the arm or back and saying thank you, like being in touch with somebody or just having that calm effect for them, it just helps relax the shoulders and be like, okay, so this is happening and we'll figure it out. It's so important. And I'm so grateful how far I've come. And Ryan, I didn't know the previous you, and I've only known what I've seen from you. And I'm so grateful for that. You bring calm and clarity for me. So, yeah, we're so very lucky. And who would have thought that we would be like this? I knew this was going to come. It's just been a long journey. So, some of you that have followed us through the whole journey, it's all coming together. And I am so excited for the future of the unknown future. But I'm ready for it and I don't have fear in it. And I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, I think that's it's a great way to put it. It's a great way to probably finish this episode out is that, when we want things to be on our time, it can be messy, it can be catastrophic. And I think that's where you just really need to take that step back. I'm going to end up saying it, just surrender and accept where you're currently at, accept how others treat you. Normally if someone's treating you a certain way, they might be living in the past, and because we can all have hurt people in the past, and unfortunately if you haven't healed, hurt people continue to hurt people. It's just unfortunately a natural progression. And yeah, like we can always do better, and we can always do more for others, and givers gain, right? So
Yeah.
give the gift
And,
of more.
and we are praying for all of you out there that are hurting and really start journaling. I will say this over and over again. I just was talking to someone today and about how important to get all of that out instead of putting it out onto someone else. So if you are angry and need to get stuff off your chest, journal it first before you spew it onto someone else. So with that being said, we are blessed. Thank you everyone for sticking around with us. And we have some more episodes coming in the future, and you'll just see us keep growing and progressing. And if you need help in that journey of going through a divorce or a breakup, get a hold of us and we can talk to you as a team or individually. You can reach me at lisasander.com and you can reach Ryan at,
Ourprotectordevelopment.com.
and we'll all see you next Tuesday.
All
Have a
right,
great
guys.
week.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Love y'all.